Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off by Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler Platter series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, we're doing a re-review with this one. It's been a long enough time since the last time I had this. I want to give it another shot. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is definitely the case today. Went over there, pulled a few extra hours at work, pulling a Saturday. We hadn't done that in quite a while. And, when everything was said and done, I was pretty much conked out, like that extra day took it out of me. So I knew, hey, I'm going to hit up a gas station before I get home, grab myself a little something. So I went over there, I hit up a Thornton's, and I went over there, actually just got through reviewing their, do I still have the thing? Yes, I do. Their loaded bacon and cheddar potato skins tornado, and their Korean barbecue sausage, like off their rollers, right? But I wanted something to wash it down, and I'm going through, and I saw something that I hadn't thought about in a little bit, because it's been a few months since the last time I had it. And I figured, fuck it, let's give it a go. But what is it? It happens to be, boom, from Pepsi. It's their wild cherry and cream flavored soda. Now this debuted, as I stated, several months ago at the time I'm doing this. And I did review it at the time. I even did the zero sugar version. I did not like it very much from what I recall. I just was not into it at the time. And it's one of those things where, like, I've certainly seen it since then, and, like, there is that morbid curiosity that's like, and finally it got the best of me today. So I figured, what the hell, let's try it again. Maybe I'll like it better this time. Let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like this. Okay, we'll do this. Something like that. Let's just let's give it a go. Oh, be better than you were last time. Oh, it smells so sweet and artificially. Let's give it a go. Nope. I don't like this any more than I did last time. If anything, I might like it less. I think the last time I did this, I was like just coming off of a cold, so like, my taste buds and stuff are kind of resetting a little bit. Now I'm feeling good. Ooh, that's not good. No. It's just sweet on sweet, man. Like, ugh. Yeah. No. Aftertaste is terrible. Because here's the thing. I like Pepsi, and I typically like Pepsi products. I've reviewed any number of Pepsi products over the years on my show. I'm more of a Coke person than a Pepsi person, but certainly in the right circumstances, I love me a nice Pepsi. Pepsi is inherently a sweeter cola. So if you're going to apply flavors to it, you need to keep that in mind. Vanilla, although it works very well with Coke, I do not think is a great flavor to pair with Pepsi because Pepsi is already so sweet. Vanilla Coke is sweet by itself, but you add vanilla on top of Pepsi, it is too sweet for me. And what's more, whereas with, Pepsi vanilla, or I'm sorry, Coke vanilla, or vanilla Coke, bleh, they've had decades now. That shit debuted when I was in high school. It was a big deal when it came out, too. I remember first kid I saw with it, he brought one to class, and he was all like playing it up and shit. And he's like, "Oh yeah." If I'm not mistaken, that kid ended up basically disappearing, though. He was a bit of a sketchy character, so hopefully he's doing okay. Anyway, sidetrack aside, Coke has had a lot of time to work on the Pepsi vanilla flavor and to really get it just right. And for me, I think it's great. I like some cherry or some Pepsi vanilla or some vanilla Coke. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm at the end of my week. This is just, again, it's sweet on sweet. It's very artificial tasting. And here's the dig of it. I could have maybe given it to him if the cherry flavor had offset some of that. If the cherry had come through and really been a nice striking cherry flavor, it could have acted as a nice contrast against all the sweet. It could have been almost like a bridge where, yeah, it has like a sweetness to it, but it's also got that nice striking quality. Could have worked that way. But that's not the case. The cherry in this is far and away the weakest flavor of anything else going on here. And I'm not going to say it's not noticeable. It is, but it is not what you think of when you're drinking this. And for me personally, it is a travesty because cherry Pepsi is great. This could have worked, but they really just emphasized the sweetness. And I get it, they're going for a cherries and cream flavor. Okay, fine. But you still have to go over there. I don't know, man. You had to balance this. And you had to go over there. And again, so artificial tasting. I'm not typically the person to get up in arms about like processed foods and artificial, I've grown up on that shit, right? So I'm usually pretty okay with dealing with it. This, for me, is actively egregious. It's to the extent where it makes me apprehensive to take another drink because I know I'm going to get hit with those very sort of chemically flavors. And I just don't think that they worked this one out properly. I think the flavor could work, but I don't think it's very good personally. I was genuinely hoping, this wasn't just a throwaway review. I was genuinely hoping that in between the last time I had it and now, maybe something about it, something that about me would have taken to it. But 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? 3rd question, will I do a re-review again? No, no, and no. Unless they change the formula, then maybe I'll try it again. I mean, look, I don't know how successful this has been. It's been on shelves for months now. So credit where it's due. Presumably it has an audience. If you're part of that audience, good on you. Hooray. I think this is one of the worst things that Pepsi has ever put out. Genuinely. And again, I like Pepsi. There's some Pepsi stuff that I'm very down with. This is not one of them. I don't think it's balanced. I think that it's obnoxiously sweet and it's got a weird aftertaste. It's just nothing about it to me feels like a finished product. This feels like a first run attempt. Take it back to the drawing board, balance it out, get rid of some of those lingering artificial flavors. This could work nicely if you did it the right way. For me, it doesn't work as is, though. Now, that said, if I'm recommending it, I'm not personally recommending it. I do not think it's very good. But here's the deal. Like I said, if it's still on shelves, people got to be buying it to some extent. I don't know if it's been massively popular or, maybe it's going to be a permanent flavor. Who knows? Only Pepsi would be the people to, go and talk to about that. If people like it, genuinely good on you. I'm not going to say don't try it if you want to try it, but I will just say this. I am somebody who likes some soda. I've had plenty, if you watch my channel, I like soda. I've had plenty of sweet sodas over the years. I've given plenty of, different beverages their due. This, for me, is actively not good. So, take that for what you will. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks over there have themselves a truly, just proper Pepsi-tastic rest of your life, man. Just the normal stuff. Hell, even the zero sugar stuff is actually really good. They genuinely have a really nice zero sugar Pepsi. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations, where we have to deal with said Sprite Tropical Mix. I've reviewed this in the past. It is multitudes better than fucking Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. That's gonna be how I finish this. I'm gonna have to chase it with this shit. Ugh. Which is sad because it takes away from the deliciousness. Anyway, mitigate the level of assholishness in your life, all that good stuff. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, if you like the Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you like about it. Because, I tried, man. I genuinely did. I just cannot get behind this one. I would love to, but not for me. Bye.